Hi children, welcome to the video session Knowing Our Numbers Part 3. Let's start with the first topic, that is estimation. Knowingly or unknowingly, all of us are doing this estimation in our daily life. I'll tell you an example. Suppose we want to purchase 5 pencils. We want to purchase 5 pencils and each pencil costs 1.95 rupees. Okay, and our requirement is for 5 pencils. So how much should we take from our purse when we are going for such a shopping? In order to calculate this, we can do the actual calculation using a calculator. Otherwise, within seconds we can say we have to take 10 rupees in our hand. How? Because 1.95 is close to 2, right? 1 rupee 95 paise. That means it is close to 2 rupees. And if I want to purchase 5 pencils, then I need to multiply this 5 and 2 so that I can say I have to take 10 rupees in my hand. This is known as estimation. Now check out how many estimation we are doing on every day. So right now we saw an example for estimation. And we all understood that knowingly, unknowingly, we are all doing estimation in our daily life. But why do we do this estimation? To make that idea clear, let me give another example. Suppose we are going to arrange a celebration, a big celebration at our house. We have to do all the arrangements required, starting from the seating. We have to order for chairs. So how many chairs we will order? We cannot have an exact number because we don't know how many of our guests will come. So there we will give an approximate number. So in the same way, you can find many examples where all we apply this approximation. We cannot have an exact number, and that is the need of estimation. Now let's see how to do this estimation with an example. Shall we go for it? Shall we start the rounding off procedure? Let's take an example 12. Suppose we are asked to round off this 12 to the nearest tens. That is the question. We have to consider a number line first, where the starting is 10 and the ending is 20. If we are asked to mark this number 12 in this number line, we can mark it close to 12. So we can say that 12 is more close to 10 than 20. So which is the nearest tens to this 12? The answer is 12 is nearest to the 10 than 20, which is the next tens. Okay. The same you can try with number 18. 18 is also should be rounded off to nearest tens. That is given in the question. So if we try to mark 18 in this number line, we will mark it close to 20. So when we round off 18 to nearest tens, we will say this can be rounded off to 20. Why? Because 18 is more close to 20 than 10. This is how we find the nearest tens by rounding of the number. Now let us see how can we round off the number to nearest hundreds. The first question is 170. We can say that 170 is between 100 and 200. When we analyze, we can find that 170 is more close to 200. Anyways, this is the middle and it is 150. 170 means it will be somewhere here. So, we can say 170 is more close to 200 than 100. So, when we are asked to round off this 170 to the nearest hundreds, we have to write it as 200 because it is more close to 200 than 100. And this symbol is known as equal to symbol and this is known as approximate symbol. When we are rounding off, when we are doing estimation, we will use this symbol because we are not working on the exact value, we are working on the approximate value. Now let's have a comparison between exact calculation and estimated value. Let's compare these two. For example, we have to find the sum of two numbers 537 and 382. This is the question given to us. Let's first do the exact calculation. So, we will write 537 plus 382. 7 plus 2 9, 3 plus 8 11 and 1 is carry forward. So, 1 plus 5 6, 6 plus 3 9. So, this is our exact answer. How do we write it? We will write 537 plus 382 is equal to 919. Okay. Now let's do the next method, that is by estimation. 537. Instead of doing all these, we can go for estimation. Let's estimate this 537 to the nearest hundreds. So we can say it is 500 because it is below 550 and it is more close to 500. And what about 382? This is more close to 400 than 300. So we will approximate it to 400. Now let's calculate the value 500 plus 400. It is equal to 900. So this is the value that we got by estimation and further calculation. And this is the value that we got by exact calculation. See, there is a small difference between the actual value and the estimated value. So, sometimes we may need to find answer quickly without having a calculation, without having any calculator. So, in that case, it is always advised to go for approximation to the nearest tens, hundreds or thousands depending upon the requirement.